I met her when I was barely 12. A frightened foster child shuffled into a countryside home in Kent, unsure of how to breathe around people who weren't temporary. Her name was Claire Whitmore, a woman in her late 30s with soft hands, a voice like warm tea, in a house that smelled like lavender and old books. She wasn't my birth mom, but in every way that mattered, she became one. She helped me read poetry, taught me how to make proper scones, and tucked me in during every thunderstorm like it was her duty. I called her Claire at first, but after a year, it quietly became Mum. She never corrected it. Years passed. I grew taller than her, protective of her, fiercely loyal. I had no other family. She was it. I never thought anything of how beautiful she looked brushing her hair in the mornings, or how her smile lingered longer than necessary whenever she watched me sketch by the fireplace. Not until I turned 21, not until her boyfriend, some banker from Surrey, proposed to her. I felt my stomach twist in a way that had nothing to do with fear and everything to do with jealousy. I told myself I was sick, confused. But then one night after they'd broken up, I found her crying in the garden. I brought her a blanket. She looked at me, her eyes swollen, and whispered, "You're the only one who never left." Something shifted. I wanted to hold her differently. I didn't. Not yet. But I began noticing more. The way she stared at my hands. The way she'd smile too long. The way silence stretched thin when we were alone. Then came my graduation from the University of Bath. She cried, "Of course," hugged me like I was going off to war, and I bought a ring, not for a girlfriend, not for some girl I was dating. I bought it for her. I didn't understand why. Maybe to feel in control. Maybe to test a boundary neither of us had ever spoken aloud. I came home one weekend, summer air, lemon drizzle cake in the oven. I walked into the lounge. She was arranging photos on the mantle. I said her name. She turned, and I dropped too. One knee. The ring in my hand wasn't hers. It belonged to her. A ring I'd found in a box marked memories. One she never wore, but never threw away. Her eyes widened. "What are you doing, Liam?" My voice trembled. "I've wanted to do for years." She didn't speak. She didn't cry. She just stared, and then whispered, "You're my boy." I shook my head. "I'm not. Not anymore." She took the ring from my hand, not to keep it, but to close my fingers around it. "You need to leave." The world stopped. She didn't scream, didn't scold, just silence. And a soft, broken, "Reflect on what you've just done." I packed a bag, left Kent that night. I stayed in Manchester, worked in a graphic design firm, tried dating other women. None of them had her warmth. None smelled of lavender. 3 years passed. Then one day, a letter, her handwriting, "Come home." I made peace with something. My hands shook. I returned. Same house, same smell. She opened the door, older, wiser, still beautiful. "I thought of that day," she said, "every week since. You weren't wrong to feel, but I was right to stop you." I nodded. "I know." Then she said, "But I never said I didn't want it. I just didn't know if I was allowed." I stepped inside. The ring still sat on the mantle. And this time, I didn't kneel. I just asked, "Can we begin again? Without guilt? Without rules?" She smiled. I saw it not as a mother, but as a woman, one who had raised me, and now chose to love me.